Alrighty, hello everyone. My name is ReclusiveZ, and I welcome you all to what I hope to be a quick and easy do-it-yourself installation guide for the new Anthology 2.1 OBT, a massive overhaul for the original Call of Pripyat game that adds new areas, expanded mechanics, some lore, the campaigns from Shadow of Chernobyl, as well as Call of Pripyat and many other custom storylines such as Path in the Darkness, Valley of Rustles, Forgotten Squad, Defied, and several others. It is a massive mod pack, about 125 gigs. And well, I hear you all want an installation guide to help you along and on your way. So first off, you've probably heard about this mod either through the Discord itself, through other people, or you've stumbled across my videos, this being one of them right here, Anomalous Fun Again, Stalker Anthology 2.1 OBT Part 1, where I'm basically going to be playing through the campaign for Shadow of Chernobyl with all the modernizations of the anthology, and then, you know, the rest of the campaigns before eventually doing my own. So you're probably interested in it, seen this, and now you want to know how to get the mod. Easy enough to do. In my videos, you can scroll down to my description, expand it, and right here will be an Anthology Discord link. If you click the Anthology Discord link, it will usually open up a page like this, where it'll tell you you've been invited, what it is, you hit Open App. Once you hit Open App, Discord will then drop you to this page right here. Everything's in Russian. You can screenshot it, learn it, and it's just basically a welcome page. The important parts are up here in the server guide. You want to come up here, read through these as well. If you can, then go to Channels and Roles, select English, pick what faction you belong to. I do Loners, so I click Loner. Then you come over here to Browse Channels, and it should have auto-propagated the channels you'll need, but just in case if it didn't, you'll want to click this one, which is for the download links for 2.1. And I doubt you'll need the Russian ones, but if you're bilingual or you happen to like chatting with the Russian people and stuff like that, you'll want that channel right there. You'll want the bug reports in English. You'll want the next one, which is the general chat for Russian, and you want the general chat for English. You'll want to check mark those ones. That'll then propagate them over here on the left-hand side underneath the Anthology 2.1. You click the chat for English, you'll come in here, you'll see the community basically talking with each other, whether or not installs are correct, and such like that. Once you've got all this done, you'll come up here to this one right here where my mouse is pointing underneath Anthology 2.1 and click it. This will drop you into where they have the download links. This is the Russian portion up here. Skip that, scroll down. This is the English portion right here. This is what you're looking for, these download links. Yandex is basically like the Russian version of Google Drive. You can use that if you want, or you can skip it and go with Google Drive, which is usually what I click. You can use one of these three links, or you can torrent it if that's what you prefer. Feel free to torrent it. Click which link you want, hit Visit Site. That'll bring you over here to this one. For instance, I use the Gdrive. This will open up in here. Now you have Anthology Game Bin, Anthology Installation Guide, Anthology Modpack Bin, Anthology Setup EXE. You want all of these. You're going to want to click up right here and hit Download. It's going to scan it for viruses, and then, oh no, download quota exceeded for this file, so you can't download it at this time. Gdrive's cooldown is in effect because this mod pack is very popular and a lot of people like it, which is the reason they've added 3 Yandex links, 3 Google Drive links, and then the torrent. It'll probably be the same thing for all 3 of these. Yep, download limit exceeded, and the setup exe. Oh, that one I can get. It's just going to warn you. You can download it. Feel free to scan it on your own. Run it in a sandbox if you want. If you're paranoid like I am, I ran this whole setup in a sandbox first. But should all of these be busy and overly full, you can come up here to right with shared with me, this Anthology 2.1 plus mod pack. Click here, click download. This will cause the Gdrive to begin zipping up the file, all of them. It will start to zip them up. It'll say right here, preparing download, zipping files. This will take probably anywhere from, I think, 15 to 30 minutes, depending, but it is now skipping the individual download, and it's going to bring them all down in one big cluster. That'll drop them immediately into your download directory once it's finally done zipping them and downloading them. All of this is going to take time. you're going to have to be prepared for that. It's kind of a waiting game while, you know, the internet and everything does its magic. I'm going to skip ahead of that. Alrighty, and through the power of editing magic, the mod is downloaded and currently sitting in my downloads directory. Now, I did make an error in here. This is the Anthology installation guide. It's in Russian. If you understand Russian or you're bilingual, you can download that one like I said, and you can use it. Or you go back to the Discord, and once you're in the Discord, down here below all the links that I was talking about previously, it'll tell you how they want the installation files to look. And then there's the Anthology installation guide HTML right here. You'll want to download this. Click it, visit site. It'll open it. It'll download it. Once you have everything you need, which is currently sitting on my largest hard drive, it's a 10 terabyte standard disk hard drive. It's got plenty of room. It's basically where I keep my videos and stuff, but you'll see them. They'll look like if you did it the way I did it, which was downloading it in one large cluster. You'll see Anthology _ game -001 bin. You'll see Anthology installation guide, Anthology install guide English. You'll see Anthology Modpack 002 bin. You'll see the Anthology setup exe. This is how it's looking. It may vary slightly, but I'll get to fixing that in a moment. We're going to look at next is the installation guide for the English side. They put a lot of work into this. When you open it, it'll drop you here to its own web page, and it'll basically walk you through how to download and install the Anthology 2.1. It's very user-friendly, very beginner-friendly. It's basically as good to people as it can be. If you click right here, it'll take you over to a download page where you can get the mods. I didn't use that. I'm not going to open that right now. If you come up here to this upper right-hand corner, and you click through here, it'll show you individual slides, what to download, where to place it. All 3 files must be placed next to each other in the same folder. Do not rename anything. It'll tell you how to and what to do before installing them. For instance, the Anthology installation plus its mod pack is roughly 125 gigs. You're going to want to make sure you have at least that amount of space, maybe about 130, 135, to install it safely. If you want just the Anthology without the mod pack, that's just 60 gigs. The standard Anthology is a little bit more potato PC kind of friendly and simple. You can use DirectX 9, DirectX 10, DirectX 11 with it. It has a little bit more of a performance gain because it doesn't have all the enhancements of the mod pack, but you can still play the custom storylines. You can play the main storylines such as Shadow of Chernobyl and Call of Pripyat. You can still do all of that. You just won't have any of the bigger things, the super heavy graphic overhauls and certain core mechanics, certain scripts, and other things that make the mod pack what it is. Like, you know, it really depends on what you want. You want just stories and stuff? Anthology only. If you want the full shebang, installation plus the mod pack. The mod pack is what I'm using, by the way. That's what you'll see in my videos that I'm making. You can click through the rest of these over here. How to install. What to click with the launcher that they made and added to it. The launcher's real intelligent. It will auto update stuff for you. It'll update the engine. Well, it won't auto update. You click a button and then it updates stuff, and it'll also update the engine. Very user friendly as well, and it'll also keep you up to date on what has changed within the mod. How to play the mod pack. How to play without the mod pack. Engine update and basic settings. If something went wrong. And the donations and details and stuff page. You know, something to keep in mind as you play the mod. If you're liking it, you want to help them. You know, their links and stuff. The shortest guide, which is the fastest and easiest way to do it. You know, and then right here, if you just want to play vanilla Anthology without the mod pack, click Play Original. Do not use DirectX 10, 9, or 8 with the mod pack. Simple as it is, tells you as it goes. So, back to the installation. We're back in here. You'll see that it's downloaded these like this. Yeah, they're not supposed to look like this. The Anthology game 001, not supposed to look like that. Got to rename that so that it just says game.bin. Well, Anthology _ game.bin. Same thing with the Anthology mod pack. Got to remove that dash and that 002. Now, those are ready to go. You'll then take those and put them where you want to install the anthology. The anthology is recommended to be installed on an SSD at the lowest and an NVMe at the highest. They do not recommend installing it on a standard hard disk drive. Install it on a hard disk drive, it may not be fast enough. An SSD is like baseline. NVMe is top line. I have an NVMe, so I'm going to install this on my fastest game drive. If I come over to my NVMe, which is my fast games drive, you'll see that I have Anomaly Anthology 2.1 OBT. That is my current install. That's the one I'm using for all my videos. I won't be touching that one. I have this one for the installation guide. This is where I've dropped those 3 other files. I'm going to double click into it. You'll see them in here. Anthology_game, Anthology_modpack, the Anthology_setup.exe. We're going to double click that exe and get this modpack installing. Be warned, it will be in Russian, but I'll walk you through it. It's just a standard installation process. You're going to click right here. You're going to find your directory where you installed it. There's my installation for the guide. I'm going to click it, hit OK. It's going to make an anthology directory inside of it. You're going to hit this right here. This will take you to the next page. This is where you select if you want the mod pack or just the anthology on its own. Select which one you want. The middle one gets rid of the mod pack. Top one keeps it. I don't know what the third one is, so I'm ignoring it. I want the full deal. So I'm going to go with this one. Click right here. This will ask you if you want a shortcut for the launcher. If you want it, it's recommended to do it. It's easiest because that way you can then identify the launcher on your desktop, unless your desktop is heavily cluttered. Hit this. It'll tell you everything that's going to go on. Hit this. And now the installation will be starting. This can take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes to who knows how long. It depends on what you have as a PC. If your system is fast and relatively top of the line, it should install it quick. If it's a little bit more potatoey, might take a while. Just going to let this run. About 1:25 for that first portion. And just about done. Looks like it'll probably have taken 3 minutes at most. And that's done. You can click this to launch the anthology if you want it to. Or you can go through the shortcut it made. But just in case if that's unclicked and you're like, there we go, it's all done. And you're like, uh-oh, what happens now? Well, now you can click into your anthology up here. Click into Anomaly 1.53 right here. And then there's the launcher right there. You can double click that. And that'll bring you to this. This is telling you that it's got an update. Basically hit yes. Now it's updating. You're going to hit OK. It's going to reboot itself. Depending on if you have a overly protective antivirus, it's going to scan it. It'll do that a few times. I've yet to add it to my no need to worry list because I'm a dink. Completely forgot about that. Still in Russian. If that's a problem for you, come up here, see this little flag, click it. Now it's in English. So yes, now we're in here. Everything looks nice, neat, and orderly. Going to hit sync again. It's going to check for updates. It's updating. Obviously, they did something with the spawns. It made modifications over here. Adaptive window sizes. The launcher now automatically fits its window to the screen, which is pretty cool. Fix crashes after sleeping. Hey, they fixed one of the issues I had. Fix a crash when entering a location. This is still here, but basically the gist is it downloaded files, it removed extra files, did a few other things. Basically all set. I'm going to hit sync again. Latest version is already installed. That's what it's going to say up here. I'm going to go over here to this little gear wheel. I'm going to click the gear wheel. This is where you can change DirectX and stuff. 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, 8, 9, and 10 only work with the unmodpacked version of Anthology. Anthology Modpack requires DirectX 11. This is one right here. You'll see as engine. They recently updated to the demonized MT engine, which uses more cores of your computer and stuff like that. So you're going to want to update to this engine. It's experimental, so beware. It may be a little crashy. It may be a little issuey. If you don't like that, feel free to hit no and not update. But if you want to use more and probably have less of a performance hit yes. Now it is upgrading to the MT. It's going to tell you that it's done it. It'll basically be in Russian. You hit OK. Now you're at the latest version of that. Hit the back arrow. Now you're basically ready to go. You can play with the mod pack or play with the original. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, I was going to come up here to the gear wheel and I was going to swap back to either 8, 9, 10 in order to play the original, but I just realized I misinterpreted something. You can play the original with 8, 9, 10, and 11. You just can't play the mod pack with the other 3. So in truth and honesty, it should still be safe to keep DirectX 11 running, save that real quick, and play the original. So yeah, completely misinterpreted that. The unmodpacked version can also use 11. Now, when you load in, it's going to be in Russian, easy to fix. Come up here to this one, click it. It'll tell you everything over here that's normal, DirectX 11, your screen resolution, stuff like that. Come over here to this one, click it. Come over here to Rus, change it to Ing. Now everything's in English, and you're free to go about your day playing this. If you wanted the unmodpacked version, you can hit New Game and select what you want. Path in the Mist, Shadow of Chernobyl, and Web of Lies, Forgotten Squad, Call of Pripyat, Valley of Whispers. You know, have fun with that. I'm going to go continue on with the Modpack version. Modpack version will be about the same, except for this one will open up with the MO2. MO2 is the mod organizer. Just going to open this up. Should be 135 mods up here, ready to go, already active. This up here is what you want to change. This gives you 2 different profiles you can play under. One is hard mode. Hard mode's what I play under. This one is made for if you're a little bit more sadistic and masochistic and you like a little bit more pain. The enemies are a little bit tougher, a little bit more intelligent, stuff like that. Standard is what the devs recommend for anybody just starting out. This will have 119 active mods, and it's a little less stressful starting out, a little less difficult starting out. The English translation is automatic with both of them. So choose whichever one you want based on your preferences of difficulty and hit play or run. Alrighty, and the anthology is loaded up. Now, everything with this for your load time is completely and utterly dependent on you and the PC that you have built. You can load faster depending on how good your PC is, or you'll load slower. It's really all dependent on you at that point. It usually takes like, I think 30 seconds for me to load this up. My time is not going to be your time. So if it's taken a really long time, just be patient. It will load up eventually. Or it could have potentially crashed. Really depends. But everything will be in Russian in here as well. Come up here, click this one. And the same thing we did with the last one. Come over here, over here, over here. Click accept over here. And now everything is in English, and you're basically ready to go. Main difference between this and the other one too is now you have an MCM settings menu. This is where you can customize every individual piece of the mod to meet your tastes. Every individual mod that they have plugged into it can be customized in here. Body health system, how you want it to look, bullet sounds, if campfires regenerate you, the class and talent system, how the UI looks, field mag reloading if you don't like it. Certain things you can. I'm not going to go into the more in-depth portions of removing stuff from this mod just because that's not what I do. I'm testing the mod as it is. So if there's anything in here that unfortunately bothers you, I won't be going into detail on how to get rid of those or how to alter those or adjust them other than their settings in here. But that's basically how you install the Anthology 2.1 and get everything up and going so that you can start playing. Probably going to add another portion of this that'll show like my settings and stuff and anything performance wise I might be doing and a little bit of how I'm doing things in game. But in truth and honesty, I think I'll save that for its own separate video just to keep this one from bloating out anymore. And just to keep this one as a simple, clean installation guide. I may have missed some things. I apologize for that if I did, but hopefully this makes things easier going forward for anybody in the English community who's really wanting to play the anthology, but just had an issue somewhere down the line getting, you know, information on how to download it or install it or anything like that. But yeah, you know, otherwise, you know, if I come up with anything, I'll make sure to post videos for it. And until that time, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video and you happen to like the content that I create, feel free to do the normal YouTube stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe, whichever you prefer. Either way, I thank you for donating your time to watching this video, helping this channel to grow. And yeah, I'll see y'all in any other videos I make, or maybe even the next part of the main series. Bye.